Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him. That DC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets away from one, he's got space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Ncaa. Across the 25, he's got room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Around the end, it's Smith. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gives it on the option. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Tries to get it on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Hayes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Direct snap. It's Hayes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Bryant. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Caught near the sticks, it's Taylor. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They try to pop a run on the draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Rams him with the stiff arm. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Still on his feet at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The toss to the outside. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they turn it into a defensive score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Makes the grab at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed.
Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the option. They'll give it to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Going to the ground. And he was was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the second half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Going for the big play. Makes a grab down the middle. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed.
Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Final play of the quarter coming. He'll pull it on the read. Running to Green. Makes it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
21.
So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Goes to the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll toss it to the left. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Trying to get it to the marker. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Line gets set, first down. Smith takes the handoff.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and backs feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Fourth down coming up.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fighting off the defender. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
How about that fourth down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Extending the play. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like